Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a story today talking about actual Disney World, okay? And the reason why we're bringing up Disney World is because we've said many times the parks is what subsidizes their entertainment sector, right? They make so much money from the parks, it's ridiculous. Now, we have a headline here from the New York Post, and I'm bringing this up because it starts a conversation, right? It starts a conversation around the fact that people will utterly complain about the prices of Disney World, and yet they will continue to keep going to this freaking place, knowing that the money is being exorbitantly charged because they need to make up the money losses that they are experiencing in their entertainment space. So let's get into this article, guys, from the New York Post. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. So we have a headline from the New York Post that says Disney World visitors slam soaring concession prices. I spent $500 on food and drinks for 3 days. Yeah, somebody's claiming that they spent over $500 in just 3 days on food and food alone. So it says a soaring cost of food and drinks at Disney World has left inflation-battered visitors doubting whether the theme park is still the most magical place on earth. Why would it take that for you to doubt whether or not it's the most magical place on earth? You literally have dudes running around in drag trying to sell dresses to little girls at Disney World. You really think it's the most magical place on earth right now? It is not the case anymore. Disney World only exists to take your money so that they can push their message publicly through their entertainment. That's the only reason it exists. It is there to try to take as much money as they possibly can. That's what they make the most money on. Disney makes their most money on the parks. They are desperate to make their entertainment sector profitable, but they've been struggling with that, and there's still no sign of it being profitable going all the way to 2024. So they have to rely on the parks. This is why they are raising the prices so much. All Disney has done over the past year is raise the prices on everything that they own. Disney Plus went up multiple times. The parks have went up multiple times. Tickets, food, everything is going up to insane amounts. And even if you're going to have people complaining about it online, either on Reddit, on Twitter, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Those people are still going to go. I guarantee you those people complaining about spending $500 are still going to end up going to Disney World regardless of actually spending that much money. So it says Disney fanatics who trek to Orlando for extensive stays at Epcot Center, the Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom blew off some steam on Reddit, where they expressed frustration over the sky-high prices at the concession stands. I'm pretty sure I spent $500 on food and drinks for 3 days doing Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot, one Redditor told and wrote on Thanksgiving. Another frequent Disney park goer lamented the stress on his finances caused by his trips to Central Florida. We've been visiting 3 to 5 times a year for the past 15 years. Love WDW so much, but it's now 200 plus every time we sit down to eat, the Redditor wrote, adding that he and his family might just need to go off the property more to eat. A Disney patron reported their reaction upon seeing the bill for an alcoholic drink, writing that the drink prices have gotten outrageous. Now, again, I don't really know what to say because you're still gonna go. That's my point, right? You're still gonna go. These people still are going to go. You think this guy over here who he says he goes 3 to 5 times a year for the last 15 years, you think he's just gonna magically stop because Disney raised the prices to insane levels? No. Disney knows that a lot of the people who still go to Disney World are fanatics like that person is. And they know they can raise the price to whatever the hell they want as long as it's somewhat in the realm of universally reasonable, even if it's insane to 99% of people. If they could just convince the fanatics that, hey, this is reasonable, then they're going to do it. They're going to have people come and pay the prices, so why wouldn't they raise the prices, right? It's free money. It's easy money at the end of the day. It fights inflation for the company, and it allows them to take as much money as they can from you so that they can subsidize all their other avenues of entertainment, right? Their entertainment sector is very important to them. It is what allows them to get their message out there. It is what allows them to indoctrinate as many people as they possibly can, and this is what they need to subsidize. They are losing tons of money. They are not making money from their entertainment sector. They have a lot of cash flow from their multiple streaming services, especially since they bought Hulu recently fully, but still, it is not considered profitable for Disney at all, but their parks are absolutely. It says, I understand that you don't have to drink there, but I felt violated after being charged $22 for a tiny rum drink in a plastic cup Over the weekend, they wrote, another Redditor said that this testimonials about exorbitant concession prices at Disney could prompt them to book a trip across the pond instead. My partner and I were looking into Europe for the next year, and you are so right. For what Disney cost us, we could go to Europe for like 2 weeks, they wrote. The Post has sought comment from Walt Disney Company. Last month, Disney, whose stock price hit a 9-year low earlier this year amid economic headwinds that have hamstrung the entertainment industry, jacked up admission prices at its Florida and California theme parks by as much as 10%. One Reddit commenter said that the recent trip to Disney gave them sticker shock, particularly during the time at the Star Wars themed Rise of the Resistance attraction. Last November, around the same time, we paid $11 per person for the Rise of the Resistance. This year, $22 per person, the frustrated Redditor wrote. It was really disheartening. Well, apparently it wasn't disheartening enough, because you're still going to pay it. You're still going to go. This is my problem. Like, I have a hard time taking these people seriously when they're still going to go, right? They're still going to go to Disney and pay these prices. So if I was running Disney, hell yeah, I would take these people's money. They're stupid, clearly. Like, they're going to give their money no matter what. They're addicted, right? They're addicted to Disney World. They're addicted to going, and they just want to have that experience over and over and over again. So of course, Disney's going to take advantage of that and take all of their money. It says the comments posted on Reddit appeared to corroborate reports on Disney-themed blogs such as Inside the Magic Kingdom, which reported price increases for popular snacks and meals at the theme parks. According to Inside the Magic Kingdom, Disney hiked the price of its Baby Gem Caesar salad from $23 to $25. I wouldn't call that a hike, but I get it. A blue iceberg salad will set visitors back $24, up from $22, while a crispy calamari appetizer now costs $28, up from $26, according to the blog. So they raised everything $2, basically. Every single food item is raised $2, but you take those $2 and you times it by thousands of people, and that is a lot of money that they're getting extra just from a $2 change on multiple different items. A serving of little BRGs or miniature hamburgers will set you back $26, while a jalapeno pickle shrimp cocktail is priced at $33. The high rate of inflation that has made it harder for budget-conscious families to take a trip to Disney and other theme parks. See, but the thing is, Disney has always been expensive. Disney was never a cheap trip. Not that I could think of anyway. You know, maybe they had some specials every now and then, but it's not like Disney just magically became expensive just because of inflation. Disney has always been expensive. Disney has never been cheap compared to the competition. They've always been extremely expensive, and people would spend thousands of dollars every single time they go on their trips to Disney World. And just because it's more thousands of dollars now doesn't mean that suddenly, oh, it's too expensive. Like, no, Disney has always been expensive. If you were able to afford Disney before, you probably should be able to afford Disney now, given, you know, a couple changes here and there. Maybe you got to cut back on one or two things, but you should be able to afford it now. And that's the mindset that Disney has, because they're doing it. It's not like they're not going to do it. If they felt like people would actually leave and not pay it, then they wouldn't raise the prices. But the thing is, they know people are going to pay it. They know people are going to give in and actually pay what they're asking. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, people are addicted to Disney. That's basically obvious, and Disney knows this, and they have to do this in order to subsidize their massive amounts of losses that they're experiencing in their movies and in their TV shows. The Marvels just lost, or is going to lose, hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes, that is a real number. They are going to lose a legitimate hundreds of millions of dollars on one singular movie, ladies and gentlemen. So what do you think Disney's going to do? Just sit back and not subsidize themselves somehow, some way? Absolutely not. They're going to raise their prices just like they did on Disney Plus. They're going to do it with their parks, and this is probably not the last time that you're going to see a price hike. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it, and if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.